This is the Fucare Libra 1200W electric bike, and let me just say, this bike looks absolutely stunning. The moment I saw it, what caught my eye was its modern, rugged design. It's got this sleek graphite gray frame with those bold 20-inch fat tires that somehow make the bike feel powerful, yet approachable at the same time. The fat tires are chunky, but in a good way. It looks like it's ready to tackle just about anything. The step-through aluminum frame is practical and has a cool industrial vibe. That triangular support design not only looks neat, but also feels solid and reliable. It's not only about aesthetics, though. The design carries a functionality that makes every feature feel intentional. From the second I unboxed it, I could sense that this wasn't your average electric bike. Sure, it came 90% pre-assembled, as they promise, but putting that last 10% together still made me a bit nervous. I'm not exactly someone who works on bikes every day, so I was relieved when the included manual was straightforward and came with visuals to guide me through the process. It didn't take too long to pop on the final adjustments, though I'd recommend making sure you have enough space to set everything up comfortably without bumping into things. Once everything was in place, I stepped back and took it all in. This thing looked ready to go. When it comes to actually riding the Fucare Libra, my experience has been overwhelmingly positive. The first thing I noticed was the power. With a 750-watt motor and a 1200-watt peak, this bike doesn't hold back. It really comes alive when you hit the throttle, or if you prefer, pedal assist. Climbing hills that would previously leave me exhausted is now almost effortless. The bike picks up speed smoothly, and before I knew it, I was cruising at 32 miles per hour without even breaking a sweat. What stood out to me was how quickly the bike reacts. The acceleration feels totally natural, not jerky or forced, which is really nice for someone who values comfort like I do. The full suspension system also plays a big role here. Between the hydraulic front suspension, rear spring coil shock, and the shock-absorbing seat, the ride feels incredibly refined. Even when I ventured onto bumpier, uneven terrain, I didn't feel like I was being thrown around. It's a level of smoothness I didn't expect from a bike like this. The range is another highlight. The lithium-ion battery it comes with is a 48-volt, 20-hour LG battery, and I'll admit, I was a little skeptical at first about the advertised 45 to 80 miles per charge. Real-life usage varies, especially depending on whether you're relying more on the throttle or if you're pedaling, but in my experience, it performs impressively well. On a single charge, I was able to get through several commutes to the store and even a relaxed weekend ride around the trails without needing to plug it in immediately. Honestly, that's a huge relief for someone like me who doesn't want to be worrying about charging constantly. I do want to note that charging it back to full takes a few hours, so you may want to plan for that. The thing I truly love about this bike is just how versatile it is. Whether I'm commuting to work or exploring trails during the weekend, it adapts beautifully. I've also used the rear cargo rack a few times to carry some light groceries, which made me realize how practical it is. But the weight capacity of 400 pounds means you could bring along much more, or even a passenger if you wanted to. I also appreciate the smart LCD display, which not only looks sleek but is extremely easy to read and gives essential stats like speed, range, and battery life. There's even a mobile phone charger built right in, and let me tell you, that's a game changer for my longer adventures. I didn't even realize how much I'd rely on it until I started using it. But nothing is perfect, and there are a couple of areas where this bike isn't quite as convenient, at least for me. First, the weight. At over 80 pounds, this is not a light bike. Moving it up a flight of stairs or maneuvering it into tight spaces can be a bit of a workout on its own. I wouldn't say it's unreasonable given the battery, fat tires, and robust frame, but it's something to think about if portability is a priority for you. Another small hassle is the maintenance. While it hasn't fallen apart or anything, I've found that with electric bikes in general, and this model is no exception, regular checks for tire pressure, brake functionality, and other components are more necessary compared to traditional bikes. It's not a deal breaker for me personally, but it's one of those extra homework things you'll want to keep in mind. In conclusion, owning the Fucare Libra 1200W electric bike has been a rewarding experience. I'd recommend this for anyone who's looking for a powerful, versatile, and comfortable electric bike that can handle a mix of commutes, adventures, and even light cargo hauling. The fat tires give it incredible stability, while the motor offers enough power to tackle hills and make riding actually fun. It's perfect for adults who want an e-bike that goes beyond just getting from point A to B. You'll actually enjoy the journey. It does come with its challenges, like the weight and the need for regular maintenance. But given everything else it offers, I think it's absolutely worth it. If you've been watching this video and are thinking of taking the step to try out the Fucare Libra, let me know what you're most excited about or any questions you might have in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future reviews, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.